Yo, yo, yo. Hey, this is for my kinfolk. 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 First of all, I wanna thank the guy above that teaching me what's right and showing me much love. Thanking all the people that pushing me ahead. Now I know in due time be breaking off bread. Living life and life turns gotta do. Cause things in the past might come back and hunt you. The way you started out, the way you fought about. Avoided all the haters cause you took a different route. You suffered from the loss, you ate from the pain. With all the death you kept a step and yet you still remain. So let's smoke, sit back and do a toast. Not my family but you known to me as King Flo. Yo, this is for my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk.
Get on time. No. So many reasons. What's going on? Good morning, Breakfast Club, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Let me start it off by giving thanks to my higher power for opening up my eyes, letting my feet hit the floor today. You know what I'm saying? I think you should do the same. What's going on? I say I was going to get up and do Breakfast Club today. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's woke and ready to start their day off. You feel me? Today we're going to sell ourselves, y'all. You feel me? That's what we do in such a way. We sell ourselves. People sell themselves in different types of ways. You know what I'm saying? Some of us bring out our passion and we do what we got to do. Some of us got activities that we do. Some of us got construction in us that we do. Some people sell themselves actually, you know what I'm saying, as in selling their bodies or whatever, you know, they do. But when we wake up in the morning, that's what we're supposed to be on because it's a plan for us. It's a plan for us to do something in this world. You know what I'm saying? And therefore, we must get up early to sell ourselves because that's when business people get up. That's why I say today, Mondays is my favorite day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Because on Mondays, that's when everything get to rolling. That's when money get to flowing and shit. On weekends, we spend money, you know. But we're going to talk about selling ourselves today, man. Things that we got to do, you know what I'm saying, to bring out our character. Things we got to do to get people to notice the things that we own, you know what I'm saying? If we going out on the streets every day, bullshit and shit like that, people already know our MO, a.k.a. our motto. You feel me? So it's what you do within your day's work as far as selling yourself, coming up with ideas, creating things, you know what I'm saying? If you gathering people, far as unity or whatever you doing, you know what I'm saying, you display that. I don't know if anybody tuned in last night, but we did like about 6 hours, man. We talked about 6 hours on the show. So you know, my sleep time don't be, you know what I'm saying, coincide with everybody. I get like 4 hours of sleep. Every day I get up at 5 o'clock, you know, to plan my day. I thought that I'd do a show today. What's up, hero, Divine Rising. All the time. Got to stay motivated. You know what I'm saying? Breakfast Club. I hope y'all got y'all favorite beverage with y'all, whatever beverage you drink in the morning. You know, I drink coffee. You know what I'm saying? I do my coffee, my cigarettes, and my Christmas trees. You know, I gave my product a different name, Christmas trees. That's Christmas trees for me. But anyway, for our selling ourselves, man, we got to get up and we got to do what we got to do, man. We got to make the best of the day. You know what I'm saying? We got to display ourselves. We got to bring out our character. We got to bring out, man, our personalities, everything, man. You feel me? And that's what we got to do, man. But like I say, we had a nice show, and I had to get up early anyway because, man, these people getting on my nerve. You know, I got packages coming in, and every time I go somewhere and come in, my package is in front of the door. You know, we got a foyer to our house and everything. With what they call them things, they have them on plantation houses and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And right now, I just can't think of them. But they hold the house up and everything and shit like that. But you know they supposed to put your packages behind there and hide your packages and shit. These people putting packages right in front of your door like they want somebody to steal your packages. And it don't be nobody. I mean, Amazon. I don't think Amazon do it, but as far as FedEx, UPS, and UPS, what they got the UPS, something else, another letter added onto it. Man, they put your packages right in front of the door for people to take your packages and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm up early, man. We supposed to got a package last night and it didn't come. And them motherfuckers come back early in the morning and put it in front of your door, man, for the package bandits. Even though we stay on the private block, but you know, you still gotta be cautious, man, cause shit happens, man. Sometimes we think that, you know, we're away from trouble and things that we see on the news and things like that, and never think that it'll happen to us, man. But man, in actuality, man, you know, where there's a will, there's a way, man. Things happen, man, in such ways. You feel me? So you know, you always got to be alert today. And today we selling ourselves, man. That's what we gonna do. We selling ourselves. I ain't talking about selling your body or nothing like that. I'm talking about selling your character, selling your skills, selling your personality. You know what I'm talking about? When you do things like that, man, you accumulate people in your life, you know what I'm saying, that do different things. I mean, things like positive things, way of life things, you know, just like when you go to work and get a job, you got to be presentable, man. And I always tell you, a good first impression works. A person always look at your first impression, just like when they meet you or anything like that, man, they're going to see how you act. They're going to see how you act around people, how you act around family, how you act on the streets or wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And everybody ain't got the best skills of acting, you know what I'm saying, of being they self, of selling they self, of being the best that you can be in whatever you do. When you go to that job interview, you're supposed to make sure your attire is okay, that you dress down, casual, you know what I'm saying, presentable. Make sure your hair cut, you know what I'm saying. If you got, you know what I'm saying, dreads or braids, make sure they nice and neat, you know what I'm saying. Be presentable, because a person look at the outside of you, you know what I'm saying, before they get to know the inside of you. You know what I'm saying? You can walk up to a person and they'll been on judge you by the way you dress, the way you walk, or anything. People watches things like that. You know what I'm saying? And get their own they get their own perception of you. You know, you give a person a chance to judge you. You feel me? So therefore, you know what I'm saying, we got to be the best that we can be in whatever we do. You know, not being in no rush for nothing, taking your time, getting yourself together, not overdoing things and shit like that, but just being yourself, man. You know, we tend to, you know what I'm saying, go out the way and do things that we don't even supposed to do to impress people. Sometimes it be hazardous to our health. Sometimes it gets us in trouble. Sometimes you let a person know who you really are. You know, that's why you're supposed to sit back and you're supposed to observe. You're supposed to listen. Don't be quick to talk. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the wrong words come out your mouth. The different perception of what the conversation is or what somebody talking about. So for all the early birds, you feel me, that's up, you know what I'm saying, get out and do what you got to do, man. Sell yourself in some type of way, you know what I'm saying. If you're going for that job, man, just know you got it. Have the confidence in yourself, man, to go out and get that job. You know, get them out of eye contact, you know what I'm saying. Whatever you do as far as getting handshake, wait till after you get through taking care of your business, because business come before pleasure in every way. Something bound to happen if you go on an interview high, if you go to work high and shit like that. That's a time, you know what I'm saying, for building, a time for creating, you know what I'm saying. And it's good that we be in our right minds and things like that. But most people will say something like, you know, they do their best work when they have weed or when they high and things like that. It might seem like that, you know what I'm saying? But really, in actuality, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Because you're using substance to, you know what I'm saying, to build you up, to give you that impression and shit to make you want to do something, to give you strength and stuff like that. It's like you giving the the drug, you know what I'm saying, power over you. You can't do nothing without that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to perform without it. Your day ain't gonna be right without it. You ain't gonna be able to speak to people and talk and have a conversation unless you high or whatever and shit. That's the things that we gotta get past and start believing in ourselves, man, and our capabilities of doing things without, you know what I'm saying, without being modified or our behavior being enhanced or anything like that, man. We just gotta be ourselves, and bring out you in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Because when it all boils down and everything, you got to be you at the end of the day. And as far as the plan, it can't be no plan all the time. You know what I'm saying? Not considered in your plan. You got to be serious about life, man. You got to take life serious, man, because life is going fast right now. The world is revolving fast. Kids are growing up quick. People are leaving quick. You know what I'm saying? But I want everybody to have a blessed day today. I'm just jumping on morning crew just in case, you know what I'm saying, some of my people up. I see a few of my people up, and these are business people, business wise, working people and everything. I see my elders up. Elders get up early. They start their day off early. We get things out the way so we can chill out. You know what I'm saying? In the evening time, come back and sit and watch our favorite shows, sit in our lazy boys or whatever we do. That's us being a human, and we talked about that yesterday. The inner self, which is a good topic. The inner self is an everyday topic because we're talking about self and where we want to go today. We ain't no spring chickens no more. Most of my friends in their 30s and 40s and 50s now. It's time for us to turn that page. We can't just keep reading the same thing because it's going to keep us on the same page, doing the same shit every day on different days. That's why we got to turn the page, man. Facebook is a book. People get on here doing the same things every day. The same shit every day. Don't we supposed to be making it to the end of this book? We don't want to contest already, the table of contents. The table of contents tell us everything that's going on in the book before we get to it. It's chapters in our life that we got to go through. If we reading the same page, we working in a circle process. We doing the same thing and expecting different results. Therefore, we must sell ourselves, man. You got to find your passion. You got to find the things that you like in life. You can't like what the next person like. You're a different person. You got your own chain of thought. You're able to go out there and create something by yourself. That's all you got to do is take time out for yourself and think about your situation. You think about your past. You think about your future. No, ain't nothing in the past because you don't been through it already. You don't went through trials and tribulation. So next, you coincide with yourself and think about where you going from now. You know where you've been. We got to know where we going because life goes on. Then you got your children coming up behind you. You got to teach the children. You got to show them because they got to come up right behind you. They might have to take care of you one day. How you doing, Mom? Miss Jackson? I miss you. I told you when you're coming down here, we going to play bingo. I used to do that with my grandmother a lot, going to play bingo at Goodwill. Y'all remember Goodwill used to be on Ashland, right off Madison and shit. My family used to let them go play bingo and everything. Yeah. Grandmother used to be there all the time, man. You know, you can bring your kids. They'll set us in the room, movie projector, TV, and things like that while the people play bingo, while the parents play bingo. They made a way for people to come to spend money. You feel me? You come and play bingo. Your kids in the room, they got somebody babysitting the kids up in there, you know, with games, TVs, and everything, while they get money. You know what I'm saying? While the bingo players get money selling boards. Man, we can do anything, man. All we got to do is put our mind to it. You know, we can work with our kids on doing things, you know. And that's what I advise everybody, man, you know. And that can be a little challenge, man, you know. Work on a project with your kid. You know what I'm saying? Teach them about money, achieving money, saving money. Teach them about investing their money in something that's going to benefit them down the road. You know, we get money and we spend money fast as hell. As soon as we get it in our hand, man, we already got a plan for it. We be having a plan for it before it even get in our hand. Man, we finna go on Madison Pulaski, goddamn, we finna buy a $900 outfit and woo out the bam and thing. You never plan, you know, you never plan to do things what you're supposed to do with your money. You've been on both the outfit, then come home, goddamn it, then the bill come in the mail, and like, damn, I forgot. Ooh, and you've been on spent the money and shit, and they put you in the hole, put you in a depression state and shit like that. Because we never thought about what we was gonna do before we do it. And we jumped on that topic yesterday as far as wisdom and instinct. You know, they say animal draw instinct and the human possess wisdom. The thing that God gave us already. If we went to any problem and bumped into any problem, once we got past that problem, we should never have to have that problem no more. Because we got wisdom. We got the right to learn from our mistakes. Now, if you're doing something and you constantly doing it and shit study happening, you study accepting loss, it's not for you. You playing a role that you're not fit for. You know, all us want to be, you know what I'm saying, big time money makers. We want the bag. So, you know, we sold ourselves to selling drugs to try to get that quick rich scheme and stuff like that. But, you know, we've been trying for years. There's people been going back and forth to jail, getting out, doing the same thing, expecting different results, wind up going right back to jail. It's not for you. That's not your plan. If you got to go through something, you keep failing at it. That's not your position. That's why I tell a person to open up their mind. You know what I'm saying? You got a vision at times. You know, I ain't asking you to dream, but put a vision. Put something that you can walk towards, something that's possible of doing. You know what I'm saying? We are everything to ourselves. And whatever happened to in our life consists of what we do and how we think. That's why I say sell yourself today. Whatever your name is, be the best in that name that it is, you know what I'm saying? When somebody say that name. You know, the bag is you. It's the potential in the person. You know, it's the capability of the person. It's the fight in the person. You know the old saying they used to say, it ain't the men in the fight. It's the fight in the man. You know what I'm saying? Of being determined to do something in your life, to better your life by any means necessary. And any means necessary don't mean really negative, doing things in a negative way. Do things that's necessary in a positive way. Reach for your goals. Go after what you're supposed to do. Not worrying about the time it's going to take to get finished with it. That's being determined. That's sticking with something. You know, it's easy for us to go out here and hustle with a dude with money and shit and get paid less. And he tell you, you know what I'm saying, you know, we're going to work for a week, a couple of weeks and shit. And when things get better, you know what I'm saying, your pay go up, and we understand that. So we put our life on the line and stand on the streets and hustle and build up the clientele and everything, you know what I'm saying, we up and down. And we willing to take that chance. You know what I'm saying? With the people that we around and shit, strictly because we grew up with them and put in time with them and things like that. But still be willing to put our life in jeopardy of getting killed, getting robbed, or going to jail. We could put that same action into positive things, you know what I'm saying? Every job like I had, man, I do the best. Man, when I work to the best of my ability. And then every job, you know what I'm saying, I had, you know, I was asked for a supervisor position. Some I took, some I didn't. Because, you know, being a supervisor is like babysitting, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't, goddamn it, invite the people that you know what I'm saying, to job opening and stuff like that, and they work with you and things like that, you got to stand on with an iron fist. That's because you my friend. That don't mean you get to do what the fuck you want to do at the job site. That don't mean you can take a break when you want to take a break. Miss a day or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's straight professional, man. It's a way of living and shit. You know, you might do that shit on the streets with a street occupation, but as far as a 9 to 5, something real, you can't do that, man. You got to be the best that you can be, even if your friend, the supervisor, and you think you can get away with shit. No, you got to be that person that you are. You know what I'm saying? Because we progressive people. If we go to work and take a nap, goddamn it, in the corner one time at work, best believe it's going to happen again. We're going to do it again. See, we relax ourselves to the wrong shit. Like hanging out, selling drugs and stuff like that. And we still wind up getting caught, expecting different results and shit, thinking we're going to get that bag this time. But it's not for you. It's up to you to sell yourself in another way. If it's conversation, if it's working, being a hard worker, you let people see that. You let a person see that you're a presentable person. You worth trusting and things like that. But we won't shit fast, you know, and it rubs off on other people. What they don't want to work. They rather do something that's going to benefit them and get paid. You know, some women sell their body. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sell your body. It's so much shit to do. But they have it in their mind. That's the only way that they can get money is by showing their skin and showing their body. And the person never knowing the passion that they have of building things like being a fashionable person, creating clothing lines or either makeup or something like that. They choose the easy way out of life because they want to quit, you know. Male and female, black is just alike. We money driven. We think money got to make us happy all the time. We think we got to receive all the time. We think we got to have all the attention all the time, you know. We get powerful in the wrong way. You know, Your personality reflects on you what type of person you is and the things that you do for people. Because believe me, somebody's seeing what you do every day. Everybody got somebody that somebody is monitoring. They watch you, everything you do, the way you eat and all that type of shit. See, today we got a choice to make a decision. You know, the decision is hard for a lot of people because they used to motherfucker holding their hand. They used to being around people. Some people can't be by themselves. Some people can't take that step out on life alone because they afraid. They so used to people giving them things. They so used to people helping them with things and shit like that. We tend to enable each other. You know, as a group, we'll reach for the same shit. Being in a group setting. Somebody come out and want to be a good cook out the group. There's somebody in the group want to outdo them. They gonna start cooking because they start cooking. That's not your role though. Your passion is within you. You can't do what you see the next motherfucker do. Just like the rappers. And now every young guy want to be a rapper. But every young guy ain't even graduated from fucking grammar school, but want a bag. They have not yet invested in themselves, but they looking at the big picture. All the females want to be a stripper. Okay, what does vocabulary come in at? What curricular activities come in at? Where's the learning process? We got to come in this world as an individual, man. We got to do the shit that's right for us. We can't do what the next person do. That ain't our role. If we didn't start doing it first, that's not our role. You do something different. And when a crowd of people do different things, they have different resources. When a mother want their hair cut and shit, a kid or someone want their hair cut, going to school or something like that, and they come to the crew, don't nobody know how to cut hair because everybody into rapping. Everybody want to be a rapper. Let me rephrase that. Everybody want to be the best rapper. So they going against each other in the crew, trying to beat each other out, stunning each other growth. Everybody on the same page. Ain't nobody evolving. Cause we monkeys we're in fucking barrel, pulling each other down. Cause one of us want to be the best in it. So we competitive with each other. Instead of sharing with each other, we competitive with each other. We hiding from each other. We had job fairs and all that shit from each other because we don't want a person to be better than us. We always want to look like we on top. So I'm not gonna tell my best friends that they hiring at my job. You know what I'm saying? Might go to the store and buy something. You know, everybody want it, but you get it first or whatever. Man, we gotta be different, man. We gotta be different people. You know, if I did have that money and buy the motherfucking block that I want to put my people in it, I don't want every motherfucking shop to be a studio. I want people with different outlooks on life running that block. A block with 50 stores on there on both sides. I want to put my people in there that got skills. They got tailor shops. They got butcher shops, little delis. restaurants. We had that back then. Shine King and all that, shoe shops and stuff like that. Ain't nobody motherfucking participating in fixing those shoes, but they'll go out and spend $200 on a pair. Shoes fucked up in a week. And that's $200 down the drain that you could have did something profitable about. You know what I'm saying? You could have eased your mind. You could have been comfort within your bill situation or whatever. You know, we think about the wrong things, man. And we sell ourselves in the wrong ways. We sell ourselves in a negative way. We be quick to do something bad and rob motherfuckers before we want to get on the bus to go to the suburbs and fill out an application. See, when you get around, you run into opportunities. You can't get none staying in the same spot. I always tell you that. People stay in the same house all day. You got older people playing the games, guys playing the games all day, just letting the day go by without working on that plan that they have. We already know what's in the house. We don't took a picture of everything in the house of our mind. If we put something somewhere, we remember where we put it at in that house. And everything in the house we don't conquer, knowing that we know we want new things, but we know it ain't no money in the house. If it ain't no money in the house, and you keep staying in the house, you're not gonna have nothing. I always told you can walk out your front door and step on something new. You can step on a $20 bill that's blowing down the street. That lets you know right there, it's something out there for you. It's an offering out there. You already know what's in the house. You can walk around the corner and the older person say, I pay you $100, you mow this lawn. You never would have knew that unless you left out the house. When you leave out the network. Sometimes you run into people with positions that needs to be filled. And when people fill up positions, that open them up to new things, new occupations, new ways of getting money. But we must sell ourselves. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. If you ain't doing nothing in your life, guess what? You're not gonna have nothing. You got to be the person that you are. And I tell you every day, you are number one. You don't have to do what they do. You can do something different. And today, you can basically pick anything and get paid off of it. You can think of something. You can conquer something in your mind and get paid off of it. You got people that don't even get an idea on life, that walk around with buggies collecting cans, collecting junk, steel, copper, and shit like that. Surviving, getting money, getting up early. Even though they're going into abandoned buildings, some tear buildings up and shit like that, that people building and stuff like that. But they know what they got to do. But they going to have nothing. Because it's hard for a person to give you something nowadays because it's hard out here. You know? People got to, you know what I'm saying, least thing, you know, some people just can't buy shit dead off, man. They got to put down and pay for it every month. Some people got to pay half of their bill and pay the other half at the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? We got to monitor what we do. We don't gain respect from our kids by, You know what I'm saying? Following other people and trying to be like other families and shit like that. No. Our kids look up to us for us. We they superhero. We supposed to have the answers. We don't wait on other people to do shit. Well, I ain't gonna do it until what you call it do it. Your family gotta suffer until what you call it family be able to start doing something. You know, you waiting on somebody else and shit. You know, your life consists of waiting on somebody else to give you directions, waiting on somebody else to give you something or whatever and stuff. You don't supposed to be like that, man. Today we're gonna sell ourselves, y'all. We're gonna bring out our personality. You know, the things that we think about, the things that we want. What's in the group and what's said in the whole, you know, that's 99% of what the world gonna do. You got to figure out what you're gonna do with your 1%. If you want to put your 1% with some bullshit or not, you know. Take your 1% and build your 1% up. Tilt the scales your way. Do the right thing. Bring out the best in yourself, and you will bring out the best in others. I know today, by being on the site, you know, people go by what they see and really not too much about what they hear, you know, because words talk is cheap today, but words have power. You know, people say anything. People say shit that they don't even really mean. People tell lies. Words have power, man. Another perception of yourself is what you talk about and the way you speak, how you present yourself around other people. It's coming to a time where some people gonna cut a lot of their friends off because they ain't changed yet. You gotta change within the inside. It ain't really changing the shit that you do. It's you changing your inside. That's because a dope fiend don't too dope no more. Don't still mean he don't got dope fiend ways. You feel me? He might don't get high no more, but he still a beat a motherfucker out of their money. You know, if you're gonna do something, do it right. You know what I'm saying? You got to be full-fledged with it. It's what you do that's gonna reflect on your life. That got something to do with that line in between that born number and that departed number. He don't did something in his life. He don't change his life for the better. You know, I thank God today for giving me the wisdom to think about the things before I do them. I consider myself being smart by thinking about the things that's in front of me, because I already know I had the wisdom to know right from wrong. I know if I want to put myself in a life-changing situation that might change my life forever, end up in a hospital or institution, maybe even death, I get a chance to think about it. I ain't finna never let nobody send me off blind. You know, I did it in the past. Got consequences for it. You know, it's the worst time in my life because the same people that I believed in that I did it with, I couldn't get a letter from them and shit. I couldn't, you know, I just wanted the letter when I was locked up that say hi. How you doing? Nothing big. Just to be thought about. Just to be thought about, but it ain't like that. That's when I got to stick to my 1% and be the best that I can be. Know how to network and how to bring out my talent. You know, when I've expected money orders, people expect money orders, but they don't come. That's when it's forced upon yourself to bring out your passion. When ain't no money order coming from your people and your loved ones and shit like that. So you get to thinking to yourself, what I do good? What do I do that's good, that's beneficial? Some people get in there and gamble. Some people get in there and do artwork. Some people get some and get away to trade, you know what I'm saying, to get double back. Patient enough. You know, you got to have that patience within yourself. They make a way up in there. But it shouldn't take a person going to jail to bring out their gifts. It shouldn't take a person to get locked up to have a God. They say that's when we mostly think of God, when we secluded and locked down and stuff. Now we need some help. We want to get out of this situation that we're in. But when we thought about the situation, it was all gravy. We was all smiles and shit. I'm going after that bag, but when we got caught up, it was a different thing now. You know, I be looking at First 48 a lot and shit like that. How people take other people's lives and shit, and then in the police station, they get to crying and shit like they the victim and shit and all this, and they don't know this and all that type of shit. It's crazy. I be like, man, that's dumb. Dude just got life for nothing, for stupid thinking. That's the only thing he got out the deal. He sold his life to the system. Now, instead of him getting paid, they getting paid off of him for housing him or her. And we got to think about those situations, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think about violence and shit like that because, you know, by me getting older, I just, man, the body alone, man, gonna keep you occupied. Because, you know what I'm saying, we don't grew up, man. I don't ate so much motherfucking candy that I finna go on and give me a new set of teeth, man. They finna take all my teeth. They want to take all my teeth out. That's what they checked it and shit like that. You know, I prefer them not to and shit like that, but it's gonna better me. It was like Mr. Crawford. Man, let me advise you. If you don't want to go through this pain down the road, you know, it's best for you to handle that right now. And I don't been to toothaches and shit. I don't had toothaches before, and I don't like them. They tend to fuck with you when it's time to go to sleep too. When you be tired and ready to get some rest, then your teeth will start hurting. You be up all night and shit. Mom, I don't even like that. You know, I purposely got my wisdom tooth taken out because I didn't want to go through it. Plus, I don't ate a lot of Cicero candy too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. No problem. Y'all can have them. You know what I'm saying? I can give me a new set. They're going to give me a new set. Got to pay for them and shit like that. They're going to be new. And that's something that I'm getting that's going to benefit me in the long run. You know, I see people going out there getting, what my buddy was talking about, DDL, where you at? Hey, Albert, man, you had me busting up when you talk about you going, goddamn it, got them across seas to get a DDL, a Dominican dick lift. I was like, man, this man crazy, man. I love to have more. I'm gonna have him on the show again, man. I saw him all yesterday. He had me cracking up. And more power to you, my brother. But yeah, man, you got females out here, you know what I'm saying, buying stuff for their body, buying, you know what I'm saying, sellable stuff like breasts and ad, you know what I'm saying? That's you trying to that's a person that's involved with their body. You know what I'm saying? My teeth, I'm about them motherfuckers, but that's something that I need in life, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta enhance myself to get no money and shit, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't gotta make myself and turn myself into no motherfucking fraud to get no money and shit like that. I ain't gotta add nothing on to myself to get no money because God made me perfect. You know what I'm saying? And if you ask anybody, they'll tell you God is perfect. He don't make no mistakes. So why is you fucking up your body then? Why you do a thing that's not permitted for you to do? But that's on the individual and things like that. Just had the willpower to think about if everything gonna stay in this place as you get older and things like that. If you're gonna exercise with it, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna take care of it and shit, get the right kind of treatment, I don't look online and saw a whole lot of women messed up, you know what I'm saying, as far as getting them implants and stuff like that, Like I tell y'all people, ain't nobody perfect. It ain't even a perfect doctor that's gonna make you perfect like that. Sometimes doctors lose patience. They're not perfect people, man. People are people. Your average entertainer is a regular person that do regular shit and have to sell themselves every day on getting that bag. They don't depend on nobody. Can't nobody go with you and portray no role, read no script or nothing. That script is for you. We got to start believing in ourselves, people. Sometimes we got to separate ourselves from the crowds, you know what I'm saying? Because that's enabling us. That's taking a lot of our time listening to bullshit from other people and doing shit with bullshit people. That takes shit up off our life. Things that we could accomplish. Things that we could set forward for our family and stuff. Well, I advise everybody to sell themselves in a good way. Bring out the best in you. You know what I'm saying? Bring out the best. Be the essence. That's my granddaughter's name that I gave her. But be the essence of your quality. Meaning be the best in what you do. Essence meaning the best of our quality. That's why I teach the kid a lot. Because he coming up after me, he got a whole life ahead of him. So I want him to have all the right tools. Strictly just in case he had to help me one day. Because I'm getting older. He's getting wiser. And the more I give it to him, the better off he'll be on handling situations. Situations sometimes that me and my wife can't handle. He could be able to feel that position and won't have to go to that crowd and get no opinion from nobody else on how to live his life. He already had the tools because I teach him and I talk to him every day. I make sure I tell him I love him. I make sure I tell him he the greatest. I constantly push him to do things. Because I know it's going to benefit him and me at the end. And it sheds light on the generation. know. Ever since my matriarch died, yeah, I had a feeling that everybody went their separate ways and the family wasn't a family no more. In the old days, people used to put their kids out when they get grown, push them out to handle life. You know what I'm saying? Old days, they sent their kids off to step out on life. Because mom and dad ain't going to be there with you for the rest of your life. They going to pass. And you're going to be on your own. So it's good to learn what you need to know right now, so you won't run into no obstacles. And if you do, you know how to get around them, up over them, up under them, or maybe just break through them. Man, we got to bring out our passion, man. We got to sell ourselves. I know there's some good painters out there. I know some good, builders out there. Fashion designers. Motivational speakers. It's a lot of that out there. So let's stop doing the same thing that we see other people do and follow our own dreams. That's what I want to do with the kids. I want to separate the kids. I don't want to put them all on stage at one time, because all of them going to want to do the same thing that they see their friend do. I want to put them on there in an individual basis. I want them to bring out the talent that they know, the thing that they know how to do, the things that they want to do. I want them to be in charge of their life and don't need no scapegoat or nobody to tell them which route to take and stuff, because everybody don't get good directions in life. Some people will send you off to a place that you don't want to go. And it's just something to think about, man. Real talk, food for thought. I'm here to better us. And for those who don't want it, I respect that. I'm here. I want it. I'm willing to speak when spoken to, and I'm also willing to listen when people speak. We're born to know everything there is to know that we can handle in this world. We ain't gonna know everything when we leave, though. There's gonna be a lot of shit that we don't know. But while we're here, we're supposed to take advantage of the situation and do our part. Cause like I say, it's a plan for everybody. God didn't put us on the earth to do the same thing and to work the same occupation and things like that. We got to step out on life for ourselves. We can't do what we see our friends do. Most of us do that. And then the friendship break up because we in competition on seeing who can do it the better. No, it shouldn't be like that. Then we get to hating on each other, bringing each other down, talking about each other merch and shit like that, because we ain't learned shit. We doing the same thing. We going after the same shit. We leaning on each other. We enabling each other. No, if I'm a butcher, I want one of my friends to be making bread, goddamn it, so we can make a sandwich. I can't have the same motherfuckers making meat like me. I don't want to be around that. We in competition. I'm finna team up with the dude that's selling bread. Something different. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it is. And that's how we lean on other people. You know, some of us wait for other people to come up with the ideas, but we want to be in control. We want to tell them how to do it and shit like that. When they came up with the idea, we gonna give them the best advice. We never even been thinking about no shit like that. But as soon as they come up with an idea, we feel we could say something that's gonna benefit them. No, they already got their shit packed down. You can't tell a person nothing. When they conquer something up and create something, another person think they can just step right in. When they start seeing money flow in and shit like that, that they gonna have a position by knowing that person. They can just pop right in and just start getting money. No. There's levels to this shit. Yeah. On Real Game, what my man say on a podcast, not Wallow, but what you call it? He was like, man, he don't been around guys when he was locked up and shit like that, paying them lawyers. He couldn't count on nobody and shit like that. But now that he making money, now all his buddies calling him, telling him to put him on and shit like that. No, it don't go like that, man. Out of sight, out of mind. You make your bed, you lay in it. If you don't fuck with nobody, you shouldn't want no help from them. You shouldn't even want a conversation, man, because you're not participating. When I was practicing in the gym, you was out doing what you were doing. You could have been practicing with me. But as soon as I get drafted and get to making millions, you want to be right next to me in the spotlight. You on the front row seat at every game. No, it ain't like that. That friendship shit only goes so far, man. I told you I look at First 48 all the time, and it'd be the best friend that bring a motherfucker down. People get killed by their best friends for envy because they don't feel they should be at the position they at. That's the side motherfucker that's expecting that position when you get on. That's that side motherfucker that feel that he ain't got to do no work because the boss, he grew up with the boss, his friend and shit. Like, no, we want shit too easy, man, and shit. We don't want to work for it. We don't want to put in for it, but we want the after effects out of it. Man, we got to think for ourselves today, man. We enabling ourselves with somebody else's fucking dream. We trying to be like people that we really weren't meant to be like. And to do shit that they do that we really didn't supposed to do. We enable ourselves. By giving in. I don't know what it is, the peer pressure or whatever. You want the cameras on you. You want the attention from everybody. You want to stand out or whatever you need to do. You could do that by yourself. You don't need no crowd. A crowd is going to take the attention up off of you because everybody's in competitive mode right now. Everybody want to be the best in what they do up in there, and everybody doing the same thing in that crowd. That give our kids something else to look forward to, something else to think about, another vision, something that's going to get them by in life, something that's going to get them comfortable in life, something that they can share with the people behind them, their little sisters and brothers in life. It depends on us and what we do. Ain't nobody gonna listen, but they do pay attention. They see it. And when they see you doing good things, they see you on a different page and shit like that, they might have it in their heart to want to change and do the same thing. Because that life ain't for everybody. You know, we got some intelligent people out here that's been holding in inventions and all that type of shit. You don't see no black scientists all the time and shit like that. Where we at? Black lawyers, doctors. I don't see none of that. When it comes to black people, what's our occupation? Selling drugs, robbing, killing, and shit. It's very seldom you see them people on TV being achieved and stuff like that. We gotta wait till the awards come out and shit. And the people who got it is so selfish with it. People that's making a way, that's putting titles in front of their name like they helping people, man, that really have it to help people, only help themselves. They see people you see, they say this and they say this, they for everybody and shit like that. But when you seeing them, what they doing? They want everybody to focus on them and what they doing, focus on themselves. They say this and that and this and that, but what you see them doing? Focus on themselves all the time. Saying what they do and what they got and all this type of shit. Today, you got to watch your dialogue. And you got to look deep before you leap within a friendship and people. Because people will smile in your face, piss down your back, and tell you that it's sweat. Oh, that ain't nothing but a little sweat. But every chance they get, they trying to condemn you. Because they envy you. Y'all grew up in a crowd. And they don't think you're supposed to be where you at. It's supposed to be them. Because they smarter than you. Be yourself today, people. Sell yourself today, people. Let a person know the potentials that you have. Display your potentials. Let it rub off on you in such a way that you do it every day. Be the best that you can be, because after all, you are number one. You know, I tell you that every day, all day, king and queen. You are number one. So you know what that means, right? Only you can fuck up that. If I'm telling you you number one and you run out and do some stupid shit, guess what? You stupid. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know, I want to say good morning to the kings and queens that's getting up, selling themselves, doing what they got to do and not what they want to do. Shit, I would like to sleep to 12 o'clock or 2 or something like that. Some people do, but we only get 24 hours a day. After 8 and 10 hours gone, what you got left with? Everything closed. You waiting for the weekend, don't shit run on the weekend. Those rest days. Well, you got some people work, you know, you got some occupational jobs that work on Saturdays and Sundays, but most of the world be on vacation until Monday. And that's when the checks and everything get to rolling. That's when money get to flowing and shit like that again. The weekend is just a standstill for the relax. Some people have fun. Some people party. But these Monday through Friday days, I love. And my favorite day is Monday, because that's when shit start. That's when shit move. That's when business take place. That's when the stores open. That's when you can buy shit, obtain things and nothing. On the weekend, things are closed. You got to invest your time into something that you do or something like that, or into other people. If you want to go party all day and all that type of shit, that's on you. You got to think about the consequences. You might miss your beat sometimes. Cause such and such might be there. Ooh, wow, you want to see them, but they not you. You the prize. You know, when people open up you the prize. You make their eyes wide. You should, sell yourself. Do you be the best that you can be? Show a person your potentials. Bring out your gifts, the things that you know how to do, different than what's going on. Show the world what you possess, that you can conquer up and create something and turn it into a career and get paid for it. Something that you like doing. You like cooking. You like painting. You like dressing. Or whatever. Whatever you do it to the best of your ability. But most of all, sell yourself and be presentable when you do it, because the first impression is your best impression. A person will figure you out from your first impression and know if they want to fuck with you or not. And people that's involved with money don't want to be around clown ass people. They don't want to be around thieving ass people. They don't want to be around drama ass people. People with money don't want to be around that shit. They ready to sit down and enjoy. Sell yourself, man. Stop being a sellout. Nothing from nothing. Real talk, food for thought. I just came on to greet y'all this morning, Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'd rather do talk instead of how I guess, you know what I'm saying? But I want everybody to be the best that you can be, man. You know, that's what the ladies and the men, don't follow nobody else's dream. Follow your dreams. Be different. You know, don't be just like nobody. We individuals, we different people. What another person do don't make you nothing. Because at the end of the day, they get to enjoy their fruits. You know what I'm saying? And you won't have to wait on nothing to be hand down to you and shit like that, you know? You won't have to too much ask nobody for nothing, because you already had that plan. Because don't forget, you got wisdom. You get to think about things you do before you even do them. You can vision what's going to happen. Especially being a seasoned people like us. We seasoned. Ain't no salt and pepper, I said. It's seasoned. We all of it mixed up in one. We got flavor. We blend colors together like no other. We cook with the best recipes. That's who we are, man. We creators. Take your time, man, and do what you got to do. Put that time in. And let's leave that word fast alone. That word fast be getting us in trouble a lot. That word try and that word fast. Because you know what? We want things fast. We want that fast money. We want the fast girls. We want the fast cars. But we're never thinking about our lifespan going fast. People don't get to enjoy it during that fast life. And sometimes other people get hurt in the process that really care for you. that really see the potentials in you. But you never displayed them because you always followed. When I say you are number one, you are number one. I want you to start being loyal to yourself. Know what's best for yourself. Learn about your body. Learn about your attitude. Learn about your drive, what makes you tick, what you like doing, and things like that. Shoot for the stars, man. Let's start making it our business to read too. Let's read a little thing. Read the paper every day. I don't even see people going to read the papers every day and shit like that. I looked at a post yesterday, and the person was in the dollar store talking about the water. Water is water, right? Why when you read the water bottles, they adding shit on to water? Artificial flavors and preservatives and all this type of shit. Water is the best thing that you can drink on earth. Why are we paying for shit that they adding shit to water for? When you look at the back of the water and read the ingredients, it's supposed to say spring water from what? From Alaska or something like that. No, they got flavors, added preservatives and all that type of shit. You know, some water's, sweet, some still just tastes like plain water. Why does plain water got additives up in it when it's supposed to be natural? I think we got to watch what we do. We got to pay attention. I ain't gonna keep you out for the morning. I know people got things to do, place to go. I'm waiting on these motherfucking delivery, man, because I'm gonna have to start meeting their ass outside and tell them, man, put my package behind my threshold thing, man. Don't put my package dead in front of my door, man. It's like you want somebody to ride behind you. Is somebody riding behind you to collect packages and shit? Because, sometimes them people set it up like that. They had their accomplice and shit. They know how the PlayStation boxes and all that type of shit look. They know how the iPhone boxes look. You know what I'm saying? Drop something off in front of your house and then they buddy come back right behind them while they can pick it up and shit. UPS or FedEx have to replace your shit. But those be the same people that doing it. FedEx, UPS. Sit your packages right in front of the motherfucking door. Everybody can see a mile away. No, man. Y'all had my packages, man. Put it behind my man. Out of sight for people walking past. Use your motherfucking mind if it was yours, what you want me to do with your package. People ain't gonna treat you the way they want, be true. Yeah, I'm up this morning, and I just like to thank the people that was listening in today. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for real. And like I said, I continue to call people kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't consider it to be, it's an impact. Words have power. Words change things. If I call you a king or queen, you might start acting like it. Shit progress when you do it. It enhances, it modifies. Just like the drugs we do. We want more and more and more and more. Let's pay attention to some shit that's going to keep us living and give us a better life instead of condemn us and poison our body. Let's do that with conversation, people. Food for thought.
Since the beat still going, rock lit, I'm blowing. Dollar checks, I'm coming all the time, I'm scoring. Laid back compatible, switching up my audibles. Not in front of clown niggas like it's full lateral. Some stuck with me, but the other ones left. Those was the low life, the other ones just. Long live my hood, yes I came from that place. From the old special stone, we call it double A. You might see me on the tube, you might see me on the street, but I made it in the lab, making beat. I beat the blocks, I beat the rocks, I beat the cash, I beat that ass, I beat the finish, got you lacking in the past. I did the dad, I did it by myself, I did the product, and I didn't need no help. I did the ups, I beat the downs, I beat the roads, heading to a new town. The shit got hard, I beat the odds, I beat the family, now we all apart. Now I'm in the lab, looking for the star. I'm on the grind, can't waste no time. I'm CEO, yes I'm down for mine. I beat the drums, I beat the streets, forever yours. I beat the beats, I beat the beats.